Welcome back to From Fear to Fun, the podcast where we explore how to transform medical encounters with children from moments of fear into opportunities for fun, with connection, confidence, and cooperation. I'm so glad that you are here. Today we are talking about a group often labeled as difficult. This group is parents. But behind every overprotective parent there is a story, and behind every story is frequently fear. When we understand that fear, we can transform the consultation from confrontation to collaboration. So-called difficult parents struggle to partner with us because their inner narrative often sounds like, "I don't trust you to care for my child." This distrust is not personal, it is protective, but it has consequences. During the first 7 seconds of the consultation, the child looks to the parent for cues. Is this doctor safe? Can I trust them? Should I open up or shut down? If the parent hesitates, the child hesitates. If the parent fears, the child fears. So before we can connect with the child, we also must support the parent. Let's listen in to the background noise of challenging parents. Challenging parents bring emotional background noise into the room, stories, experiences, and fears that shape how they interpret everything we say. I personally see often 4 different types. Type 1, professional parents, parents with children of special needs. Type 2, traumatized parents, parents who have had bad experiences themselves. Type 3, needy parents, parents who lack emotional stability in themselves or a lack of maturity. And type 4, I call them deprived tiger parents. So let's have a look at each group more closely. The professional parent. Professional parents are parents, often mothers, with children with complex needs. They are experts of their child. They know the child inside out, they know the child's behavior and responses. But they are used to being dismissed. They've learned to be loud, assertive, and insistent because that's how they've survived the system. And this can feel draining for clinicians, but the solution is simple. Welcome them into the treatment team. Acknowledge their expertise and show how their observations shape your medical judgment. We are not competing here. We are complementary. And I, as a medical specialist, need the parent's insight into the child. By doing that, their fear of being sidelined and their child as a consequence being failed fades away. Category 2, the traumatized parents. These parents carry unprocessed trauma, either their own or from a family member. They mix past experiences with present expectation. A sentence I hear very frequently is, "I don't want my child to go through what I went through." In these consultations, 2 stories are present at the same time, the child's story and the parent's story. If we ignore the parent's story here, it keeps distorting everything said and everything decided, although it's unspoken. The solution here is to pause, name the dynamic, and gently separate the 2 stories. We need to make it clear that the parent's experience is in the first place unrelated to the child's need at the very moment. In essence, we need to deal with their fear that past will repeat itself. Category 3 are needy parents. These parents act out of deep fear of losing control. They might snatch the child into their arms and prevent the doctor from examining them they might answer every question even if the question is directed at the child. They might block the child's autonomy, and they do signal the sense of danger through their body language. Their message to the child is, "This doctor is a threat." And the solution is to clarify roles and to reassure them that they are essential, but to explain as well that the child has also a voice we want to hear. In essence, we need to emphasize the partnership in the treatment planning here. So we need to deal with their fear of losing control or losing relevance for the current situation. And last not least, category 4, I call them deprived tiger parents. These parents, again often mothers, come from deprived backgrounds where life has been a constant fight. They enter the consultation defensive, demanding, and ready for battle. Not because they want conflict, but because they expect it. The solution is counterintuitive. Not to go into fight mode myself, but to listen openly, acknowledge their struggle, and reassure them that the child deserves the best care. Last not least, I need to offer choices and include them again as partners. When they feel respected, they soften, they melt, and their fear that they must fight for even the basics is dealt with. Across all 4 categories, the core need is the same: security through orientation. They need to know that their voice matters, the child is safe, and they are part of the team. The process needs to be transparent, and their fears are heard and answered. When we meet these needs, the child relaxes, the parent relaxes, and the consultation becomes cooperative rather than confrontational. In a nutshell, overprotective parents are not difficult, they are afraid. They require an adjusted approach, one that acknowledges their fears, validates their expertise, and invites them into partnership. When it becomes obvious that their opinions matter and that we are working together to protect their child, trust grows. And with trust, the consultation moves once again from fear to fun. Thank you for listening to From Fear to Fun. In our next episode, we'll challenge ourselves in dealing with misguided expectations, where we need to trigger cognitive dissonance. Until then, remain curious, offer connection, and keep moving from fear to fun.